Everybody, today is the second round of the Asian Regional Qualifiers.
Let's see what we know about the other team before we leave. Our opponents in the second round are the representatives of Australia, the Big Waves. This team has a score of 7.67 per game, and furthermore, they always win with a wide goal difference. It's a team with an overwhelming attack power. We'll have to find out how to organise our defence.
Today's match is an important one for the defence. The data is just numbers. As soon as we play against them, we'll be able to see their weak points.
Oh yes! In addition, we also have our tactical advantage.
Yeah, special tactics were actually not available for use before now because we've only been able to do 2 11-a-side matches. Do you mean our special tactics?
Yes, we can use them now, right?
And we've only got one virtuoso, the one led by Ricardo, but at least now that the team is somewhat cooperating with each other, we're now allowed to do special tactics to either take the ball when we're not in possession for some of them, or in others, stay in possession of the ball and just move further up the pitch or to different parts of the pitch, depending on what the special tactic is. Virtuoso is not like amazing, but it's a good one to start with. It's not that simple.
Who knows? Well then, it's time. Let's go to the Sxnc Stadium.
Right, to Sxnc Stadium then, because yes, it's match day. We're in Chapter 2 right now, and we're not going to be in it much longer. There was one Inazuma 11 Go game that had more than 10 chapters, that being Go 1, but then they went back to 10 chapters for Chronostones. And certainly at this moment in time, I was kind of hoping, can Go Galaxy be a 12-chapter game as well, please? Because we're about to do the second match and it's only part 7.
Oh, it's...
Cerise, we came to see the match.
Dad, Mum, you didn't have to come.
We were worried. We were surprised to know that you now want to play football.
But in a way, we're glad you won your first match. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Yes, I see. Well, we'll be in the stands today to encourage you.
The whole world is watching you. Try not to ridicule yourself. You are part of the national team. Yes.
I can't believe they came to encourage you. Cerise, you have nice parents. Yes. Oh, Arian.
Captain, let's go.
Yeah, kind of subtly encouraging. But here we are in the Sxnc Stadium. This is the older lady, by the way, that says, I can't help but wonder why it wasn't there before. This line really didn't need to be there. I wish they just pretended that there was always a station here. Yes, the entrance could have been new, but there still could have been the station, I don't know, just a little bit further away. It could have been protected, but yeah, we're in part 7, and we're already going to be doing the match. Victor has opened up about having one brother. That's the first thing we're going to get to know. And Cerise is apparently getting called fat in the inner link. I don't want to read that in great detail. Let's just hop straight in. This guy in front of the stadium actually gives you advice about the team you're meant to be facing before you go in. So the main thing we want to know about Big Waves from Australia is that they've got a blocking technique called Dust Vortex, and it's a decent block. I guess the main thing I can say about it is the name. Dust Vortex was made up by ourselves on the fan translation team because it was never in the anime, so it never got an official English name. And we didn't want to keep the Japanese one either because it's called Willy Willy. With a hyphen as well. It's actually just called Willy Willy. It's named after a real Australian hurricane, granted, but it's a bit much. Dust Vortex is what we went with to be kind of a bit more sensible with it, but then as it turned out, these guys have special tactics with the word vortex in it as well in the official name, so maybe we need another one. What would you call Willy Willy? Let's try and show it off in the match and then you can make an accurate guess. Well, today we gather for a tremendous occasion at the Sxnc Stadium. It's Inazuma National versus Big Waves as we prepare to kick off this all-important Asian qualifier. In the first match, Inazuma National was still slow, but it'll be interesting to see how far they've progressed.
I'm sure Falco will score lots today. That's obvious. He's the best player on the team.
Terry, I will stop all the opposing shots during this match.
What did you say?
I completed my special training to improve my skills. I don't need your help. I can't let you protect the goal.
Well then, go warm up. Come see me when you're ready.
This is going to be the fastest warm-up ever. Look, I'm done. Let's do the match because, you know, it's big waves. Fire Dragon was the return of a fairly well-known team from Season 3. They got downscaled a bit so they could be the first rounders, but now, Big Waves, I really like Big Waves in Season 3 as well. It's an excuse to just bring out the Australian accents. So let's see, now that they're a second round level opponent, of course they were the favourites to beat Japan in Season 3, you know, they were meant to be worthy of the second round. Japan was meant to be a first round dropout, but look how that turned out. Let's just take them on and learn more about this new Big Waves team in practice, because it is a shame that we can't just spend some time with them before the match. We've just got to fight them in practice. Ricardo, you no longer have to have him as a defender. I still want him on the back half of the pitch, but this is kind of my ideal position for him because it allows him to midfield for a bit if you want, but it also means we only have one blocking move on the team still, along with Thief's Eye, I suppose. So Ricardo, followed by Zippy, is going to be the best bit of defence you've got. Again, we can now use Virtuoso as a special tactic, and Astro Black will make that just a bit more powerful for us, which is nice for the early game. You all know, right? The meaning of fighting all the way to get here. Yes. Our future is at stake now. We absolutely cannot afford to lose. Understood?
Understood.
That's the only mandatory dialogue from Big Waves before the match starts. Rip would have really liked to have spoken with the captain, even for a moment. Exciting! The match to decide the best team in the whole world is about to start! But, you know, we're still getting to do the Australian accent. Gammon Checker is not the commentator in this game anymore, sad to say, but we still get our little moment here in Part 7. Their coach looks nice, Ocean, and all of the other players are kind of named after sea creatures as well. This is, of course, the formation we're going to run with. Buddy up the left, Ricardo and Zippy in the back. Those are our special moves outside of the main three. So they're all named after different sea creatures, which is something to give them a bit of a personality. I think the kit is pretty much the same as it was back in the old days, and even the moves. Both Kangaroo Kick and Megalodon are back. That'll be why they were putting so much focus on Dust Vortex, or Willy Willy, because it's actually the only new move on the main players, and then Crocodile Jaws for their goalkeeper is new as well. Suction Vortex being the special tactic. I'm sure we'll see that at some point, but for now, let's just take them on. Here at the Saints Way Stadium, it looks like we're going to be playing all our matches on home ground, looking like England at Euro 2020 at this rate. Is this rigged in Japan's favour? The heat of the stadium is at its peak! Everyone is cheering! Trust me, you don't want to see what the heat would be like if we were playing in Australia. Cerise!
Dad, Mum, they're here. I can't do it. There's no time for crying. Keep training. You will be the best in the world. I have to show them my best in today's match. I have to be the best.
I mean, the best at football is a bit of a lofty goal, I'll tell you up front. But go for it, I suppose. It would help us if you were the best football player in the world. Inazuma National, we will defeat you. Let's go.
Captain, over here.
I will get the ball.
Ah! I won't let you. I have to show them.
Cerise breaks through Trisha's defence with her outstanding physical ability.
Cerise, amazing.
Alright, don't get too smug. I mean, you're not the best football player in the world yet. So you're meant to be a midfielder. Let's see how you cope with this situation. Yeah, just... She's the best football player in the world! Dust Vortex failed! Cerise, you should not have been winning that scenario under any circumstance. Good job, the shot just failed again. I don't know whether this is something to do with story matches telling me don't shoot, it's not allowed, or if I'm just genuinely messing up that often. But it happened to work out because Victor can now just go for a Doom Sword Slash instead. There's nothing to stop you from scoring. We are currently in free play, and I have even managed to level the move up. For now, Crocodile Jaws is strong enough to stop the ball. I don't mind too much. It would be a bit weird if we were scoring in the first 5 minutes. But Doom Sword Slash, I have used it off-screen. Never. Like, I've never used it off-screen. Every instance of Doom Sword Slash I have done in this series has been on-screen. And we have already leveled it up to +1. Now, if you remember Adventures with Chrono Stones, you had to do moves just again and again and again to try and hope to level them up. And it was just taking forever. Some of the moves took so much work to level up. Galaxy balances that out a bit. Not all of the moves are easy to level up. Some of them will still take forever. But Doom Sword Slash and the other low-cost moves, I used it like 5 or 6 times and it's already leveled up. You won't pass! So here is Suction Vortex, Japanese name being Suck Out. We actually called it Tidal Corkscrew in our patch before we learned the official name, so that was a fun one. Did you see that? This is our special tactic, Suction Vortex. That defense, any attack will be swallowed. It's like fighting against the sea. That's strange. The opponent's playstyle is way different from the data we have. They are specialized in attacks. Their defense should be fragile. Was the information wrong? That can't be. Yeah, not only is Dust Vortex the only original move in the defense, Suction Vortex is a defensive special tactic, and the captain himself, Cole LaRuze is his actual name, but then Crocodile's his nickname. He's a midfielder, so he could have swung either way. He's doing a very good job of midfielding right now. I mean, he's literally unstoppable, so we'll just let him do whatever he wants. Here I come, Inazuma National. I'll score. Que palais. That's how you say it. I even googled it in advance. From this distance, the defense won't make it in time. Ha! There's no need for that, Ricardo. I can stop it by myself. Well, go on then. Here it comes. Only 60 power on Megalodon, but it's good to see it again. It's one of those moves that you didn't even get to see that much in its original game, but it is back in Go Galaxy, and it has scored. So there we go, we're actually losing. No ludonarrative dissonance today. Goal! Salty special move, Megalodon hits the back of the net! Ouch, that is a painful goal. Inazuma National is having a bad time. Darn it, if I had blocked that. Terry, now you'll know. Practice and the match are two different things. So there we go, 15 minutes down and we go into free time. We are actually losing, but we have pretty much the remainder of this advance gauge to try and get something done. This is your opportunity to catch up should you want to. I'll run Buddy along the side because he can dribble for us if we need. Victor I don't think can actually afford another special move, or if he can then it's only going to be Doom Sword Slash, but Arian does have the speed needed to just dribble single-handedly up the pitch. I am slightly over-leveled again. I haven't even done any option. I think I've done one optional match in this whole chapter, and yet Inazuma National are level 8 and Big Waves are level 7. I really didn't intend to be over-leveled, but here's the goal. It is 1-1. Arian with the equaliser. So let's see if they can hit us with a few more Megalodons. And that advances the gauge, of course.
Not yet. I'll show you my plays.
Alright, pass the ball, Cerise.
Sorry, I can't follow up in time. Keep dribbling past them.
What? Oh, okay. I don't think so.
Ah, Falco! Leave it to me!
Oh, there we go. Nice play. Into the rhythmic gymnastics. I do love this. Will we ever see that animation again, I wonder? That was amazing of Cerise! She picked up Falco's mistake! What's this? She's putting in a real effort.
Trina, pass! What?
Cerise, why? Inazuma National make another flub! Trina lost the ball and now the ball is completely free! Somehow comes back to her anyway. But Cerise covers the mistake again! Cerise! What a great follow-up!
Cerise? Dad, Mum, did you see my performance?
I did. I thought it was pretty horrible. Passing back into Trina's face so that it could magically appear in front of us. But you are supposedly our protagonist and you are in possession of the ball, so I guess I'll run with it. Let's see if we can actually take a shot with her this time and not just have it magically fly off somewhere else. Yes, a real shot with Cerise. How's the power looking, huh? Best footballer in the world, 36. Not the greatest effort. So we're going to stay at 1-1 for now. Arian, what are you doing, man? It was right there. Fine. Well, the halftime heal is nearly on its way. We're at 26 minutes here, so I may as well go for an Einsatz because we'll get to do it again in the next half anyway. And I just love seeing that move. We never even got to talk about the name of it, you know. Einsatz is a German term, and it's kind of got various meanings, but one in particular kind of basically means it's an entrance to stage from a musical context. I'm no expert on music whatsoever, but, you know, we kept fortissimo just with the addition of the word foot in the end. It's fortissimo, right? Ha ha ha. And there's always been the musical theme, but Einsatz keeps that going in just a lovely way. Same name in all regions, just a massive fan, and surprisingly, that was actually enough to score because Crocodile didn't have another. Crocodile's the striker, but Crocodile Jaws is the goalkeeper's move. He's called Dugong. That's a bit of a difference, but okay. We are currently winning against the big waves.
Dear, Cerise is the best player in the team. Look at those movements.
Yes, as expected of our daughter. Just ignore the goal line and the fact that Ricardo and Arian are the goal scorers.
Sorry, that pass from before was too strong. Are you all right?
Hey, I don't think you did, but did you try to hit Trina on the ball? Did you try to hit Trina with the ball on purpose?
What? Don't say stupid things.
But that time you covered my miss was kind of unnatural too. Yeah, Cerise, your speed should be enough to follow up Falco.
What? What are you trying to say? I just want to get results for the team. Ah, Cerise. That's right. I just want to show results. If I don't, I'll have to be sad again. Cerise.
Everyone, we'll soon start the second half. We still have some time. Let's keep shooting in the second half. Go for it, Cerise.
Show the world your power.
Yeah, so this is verifiably her match right now. I guess the first one was kind of Falco focused, but he didn't get to do all that much in the end. But this is definitely Cerise's moment as such. Falco! You're not Falco. What? Hey, that was clearly for me.
I have to be the best.
You won't get past me. Cerise, what are you doing? They're going to counterattack.
No, if I don't fix this, I have to stand out more. Cerise,
That was a bit high, whoops. Still getting used to the Aryan hammed upness. Full power on Crocodile. I was trying to drag my player away from him to speed up the process, and instead I accidentally clicked on him so that Ricardo was going to waste his energy running to actually the wrong player at this. Zippy, I could go for a Thief's Eye just so it could fail. Hey, we get to see Kangaroo Kick. Wonder if he would have done that if I'd not actually chosen a special move. Kangaroo Kick, obviously not very good, but when it's on full power, it suddenly is. The front of the goal is empty. I've got it. He's again meant to be a midfielder, but he's not really serving as one. No, I can't make it in time again. I can't respond to a sudden counterattack by myself. What? Terry used a new special move and stopped the opponent's shot! Is he Inazuma National's saviour? That's a good move. Since he got here, Terry's moves have gotten better. And he can use Blam Dunk. That's the name. Yo, how about that, Ricardo? I stopped it. Well, that's what a goalkeeper is there for. Hey, what are you doing? Intercepting our passes, running all alone into the defence. Are you confusing enemies and allies? Stop disturbing the flow of the team. This time was fine because Terry stopped it, but next time...
That wasn't my intention. I just...
Hey, Cerise. Football is really fun. Why are you suffering so much then? Second place. What happened in today's tournament? You should have been more stylish than the winner.
Let's not show this silver medal. Got it? Cerise, if you show it, you're admitting that there are others above you.
Yes, you're the one who should shine at the top, because you're our daughter.
You aren't a player that should stumble in a place like this. You can do more. Focus on what you have to do. Alright, I'll do my best.
さくらは新体操をやってたんだよね。きっと楽しかったんでしょ。その時の気持ちを思い出してほしいんだ。今のさくらは心からサッカーを楽しんでいない気がして。でも一番にならなきゃ。一番にならなきゃ楽しいも何もあるわけないじゃない。一番に。なのに私一番になるどころか全然結果を出せていない。 さっきだって私が失敗したせいでチームがピンチになって。失敗なら俺だっていつもしてるよ。失敗するから成功した時が嬉しいんじゃないか。失敗するから成功した時が嬉しい。それに失敗したって大丈夫。みんなでフォローし合えばいいんだ。みんなで点を取るんだよ。 サッカーはチームプレーなんだ。サッカーはチームプレー。
And we get to fill the advanced gauge from there. So Cerise has had her inspiration as such. They're going to go for a special tactic of their own accord. We do actually have the option of Sky's the Limit alongside Virtuoso, and even Box Lock we get for defending. Funnily enough, the special tactic of the big waves from Season 3. You know, maybe I should... I've got 64 out of 64, so I can only do one. Yeah, we'll go for a Virtuoso, seeing as they've prompted. Hey, we lost anyway, so maybe I'll just go for a Box Lock straight after. As a callback to the other big waves. I think overall it's still fair to say that, yes, there's a lot more to say about the original big waves, just because you got to talk to them outside of the match. So let's just Box Lock them. And hey, it actually puts us in a really good position to go for a shot with Victor, whose TP is basically full. That doesn't even seem like a half-time thing. Did he just get healed for story purposes? Well, I mean, we'll take another goal, I guess, make it 3-1. But the main credit, of course, still has to come down to Terry Archibald and Blam Dunk. We've got to talk about Blam Dunk because Japanese name for that move is Wild Dunk. He even said it in the cutscene. Blam Dunk, when we first saw the move name in the Portuguese dub written on screen, it was really hard to tell whether it said Blam Dunk or Slam Dunk, because Slam Dunk would make sense as a basketball themed move, but the more we looked at it, it had to say Blam Dunk as a genuine reference to like UK grime culture. Blams, it's JME, so that's what I'm going to have to do every time he uses it now. I won't let you. I'll take that. Wow! Cerise gets through with great movement, but Big Waves' defense is ready in front of the goal. Falco is running up from the side. This will be a decisive chance for Inazuma National.
Alright, I'll break through them and shoot.
Football is a team sport. It's okay to follow each other. Everyone contributes.
Contribute? I have to play with everyone. Falco, please!
Oh! Cerise has passed the ball to Falco! He's running up with incredible speed! He's completely free!
Nice pass! 今度はタイミングバッチリだ。決めてやる。
I did it! With a special move! I did it! That's amazing, Falco! Yes, we've got parkour power on Falco. Both of our strikers can now use a special move, and I love this one.
Yay, brother! That was cool!
Cerise, why didn't you shoot yourself?
Dad, Mum,
Your parents are in the audience.
yeah, they are. But I couldn't do much. Neither my mum or dad seemed to be happy.
No, that's not it. If it wasn't for your pass earlier, we wouldn't have scored.
Victor?
Your parents will understand. If you have fun, that is.
Yeah.
Well, don't sound too convinced. I mean, I don't know how you can tell how they're reacting from this far away anyway, but we are 4-1 in the lead. Big Waves are getting absolutely memed on right now. We could even do another box lock if we wanted to. I could just totally take the mickey out of these guys. But you know what? Let's stand aside. We've got room to play with. I want to see another Blam Dunk because they really called it that. I'm never going to be over it. It's not Wild Dunk. It's not Slam Dunk. It's Blam Dunk. JME, Rory workout, here we go. Oh, they're actually going for a Megalodon. This is a good chance to see how powerful it actually is. Can we exceed 68 power in a normal scenario? JME! Blams! 91. Yep, Terry is going to be dependable as a goalkeeper for us going forward. Trina, I think that's your first touch of the ball in this one. The match time is at 14. I can't tell if this is still slowed down at all. Buddy acting more like he's meant to within the context of the story, just blatantly missing that one. Oh, are we going to get to do this again? Because remember, Doomsword Slash leveled up so quickly. Every instance has been on screen. And Blam Dunk, really nice and cheap. Maybe this can be one of the next to level up. I mean, it would be a bit of a testament to bad play if I was using goalkeeping moves that often, but JME! Rory Workout! Blams! And I could go to the second verse because Blam is the actual first lyric. If you've not seen the Let's Play of Inazuma 11.3, oh well, Rory Workout, a bit of a staple of the channel. I'll try not to cut to an entire verse of it, following on from a Blam Dunk, but it's there as a little call. If you remember, you remember. And the fact that we've actually got a Blam in a move now, brilliant. But parkour power, this is kind of a real staple to tell us, oh yeah, Go Galaxy took place in, well, it was made in 2013. Because back in those days, I mean, parkour had always existed, but it was definitely a bit of a trend in 2013, as I recall. And to actually get that into Falco's moveset, you know, that was kind of pushing the boundaries. It was a little bit edgy at the time, you could say, but really suits this running athletics guy. Parkour attack in Japanese, parkour power in the dub. I'm really, really a fan of that move. Probably one of my favourite new moves introduced in this game altogether, alongside Einsatz. That is another one, because I just never, ever expected Ricardo to get a defensive move. I know I've said that before, but it's not just a defensive move, but it's also got such a nice theming to it as well. The music consistent with all its other stuff. Really clever name, and I'm going to reward it with another Fortissimo foot because, again, the time for blocking lunar narrative dissonance is over. We can just, we're in gameplay mode now. Let's just score a lot because what else are we going to fill it with? Big Waves, well done to you for making it to the second round of the FFI qualifiers instead of the first, but you unfortunately really didn't give us much to remember. They've got their sea life name origins, they've got the accent, and some nice defensive stuff going on, but that's about it. They will appear in exactly one episode of this series, unless they appear in a competition route episode or something, but yeah, that's it for them. We've got the kit, we've got the Formation Ocean Dive, nearly Ocean Drive by Duke Dumont, one of my favourite songs ever, but also, Cerise, she never got a new move within her story match, but she has got one by level up afterwards. Hoopsie Daisy is a midfielding move that we'll be using with her in the near future, and even Zippy's got a dribbling move as well with Future Eye. It's just not very good. The match is over! Inazuma National wins the second round!
What? We won?
To think that this team have such incredible power buried away. This match was not worth watching.
Maybe, but I've never seen our daughter smile as much as she did out there today. Dad? Mum? I must always be the best in everything!
Cerise?
Yes, Captain?
I think that being the best with all the others is good too. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yes. I like that too, Captain.
Cerise.
Be the best with all the others. Well, maybe that's nice too. I should maybe say sorry for kicking the ball straight into Trina's face, though. I mean, that was a bit uncalled for.
At least she didn't fall over this time, but we've lost. It's already over. Our future has disappeared. I feel bad for these guys. Can we put 2 Asian teams through to the finals?
It looks like your team is starting to show that true power.
Indeed.
But our future opponents will be nothing like the teams that we've already beaten. In fact, the matches they've already played are hardly even a warm-up for the next matches. But with that, I'm sure you too are well aware.
I'll tell you, the power my players have shown until now is nothing compared to their true power.
I wonder where you get this unfounded trust you have in them.
Inazuma 11 GO! Galaxy! Next episode!
2回戦勝利か。なんだかんだで脱退試験もみんな残っちまったよな。ああ、だがやると決めたからには逃げずに戦うぜ。なんかコミュニティと対戦ルートってのも使えるようになるらしいしな。練習だ。なあ、俺ももっと練習しないと。これはなんでここに。どうかしたか？いや、なんでもね。練習だ、練習。 次回エピソード3帝王の涙。強くなったんだ。